This is interesting. Is there another Jamie Jackson on?
I don't know. Did you send your link to somebody?
Maybe I did.
Is that her? Is that the
I
speaker?
have no
Oh, that's
idea why that's
Aisha, I think. Okay. I was like, hold on.
how did my name get changed?
Okay, there's a speaker. Okay, we're like, speakers on. I was like, oh my God. Let's see
How
here.
do I rename it? Oh, okay,
Make a
let's fix that.
co-host. Patricia, I just made you a co-host.
How's everybody doing? Everybody surviving weather? It's been cold here. Now it's going to be like 80 degrees. I swear to God, Texas weather. It's crazy.
It's freezing in New Jersey.
Is it? Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys in North Carolina is supposed to get more snow. And then there's Cassandra in Canada where it's like probably the Arctic, right?
It's actually not so bad today.
Mm.
Hey, Cass, I think you
It's gonna be
accidentally made
71.
Aisha
Yeah, you
co-host
made me the co-host.
because we had the same name for a minute.
Oh, everybody's co-host. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can share your screen.
Great. It
All right.
is. Let's see.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone has been doing well. And we have a little bit of a switch up today. Our original speaker, Keisha, unfortunately, she had a eye injury. Um, Something that I've actually never heard of before, but she accidentally ripped her eyelid. Yeah, it got dry from sleeping with the fan on. And she went to open her eye and it literally ripped her lid. So she's unable to get on anything with a screen for about a week. So we have another speaker. Her name is Gypsy. She's actually with Women of Real. And she's, of course, a realtor here as well. She's based in Ohio. And I know that she is joining us. I do apologize. I don't see her on yet, but she should be here shortly. Um, and what she will be talking to us about is branding, how to build your personal and your professional brand in your business. And so I'm looking here to see if
Want
I've
to
seen
reach
her.
out?
Hmm.
You want to reach out just if she's not in?
Yeah, I have. And so I think yeah, I actually just talked to her a minute ago. So she is coming.
May I ask a question before we
Sure.
begin?
Sure.
I would like to have a copy of the business plan that you gave like 2 weeks ago. I
Yeah,
had it, now I lost it, and I can't find it. Trying to get that done.
sure. No, I will definitely get that out to you.
Okay, I appreciate it. Do you have my email address?
If you
I-
can ping it over.
okay, when I pull over, I will because I'm driving right now. But when I pull over, I definitely will.
Yeah, don't do it right now.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm multi-talented, but I'm not that great.
No, we don't want that. And Jody, I saw yours. I'll get it over to you as well.
Thank you.
Let's see here. And I,
So while Jamie's trying to get a hold of our speaker and make sure she's not having some technical difficulties, looks like we got another Jamie Jackson getting admitted. So this might be
Oh
her.
yeah, here's another Jamie Jackson.
There's more. They're multiplying. Ding, 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 ding,
Ding
ding.
ding ding ding.
Amy's cold down in Atlanta.
my family would probably think that's scary if it was more than one of me, especially my kids.
Well, we really appreciate all y'all being here. Sorry for the switch up last minute, but it sometimes happens. We were trying to decide whether we were just going to cancel it or keep going, but luckily, we had someone step up and say that they could move. Their presentation I see another Jamie Jackson.
We have a lot of
Yes.
Jamies. So
Yes.
just out of curiosity, how everybody's starting, like how's everybody's, are we seeing an uptick in where you all are right now?
It's getting busy, baby.
It's getting busy.
Yay.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Thank God, because October to December was not a good time. I was
Just
like,
finding
what am I
buyers
gonna do?
Are you finding buyers still to be a little flighty though? I'm seeing
We
them
have
up,
low inventory.
dump,
We still
dump.
have low inventory, so it's like go or don't go,
Oh
kind
no,
of
we don't have
still.
that.
So
No, we that
Yeah,
crop
we
stayed on
don't,
the market 100 and
there's too many rules in California to build, so builds.
no.
We have some, but not a lot.
We have new builds plus, but we're seeing a lot of 90 to 150 days on the market. Jamie knows, she's in our area too, and stuff's sitting. I mean, it really is. I mean, I've never seen, I mean, house,
Forever.
and people always say, if something doesn't move, it's price, but actually it's not always that it's price. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're even below market and people are like, yeah,
So here's the story. Something has been on the market for 100 days. It went down 25,000. He had 4 showings every week, and now he has multiple offers. And he went down 3 weeks ago, not
Yeah.
this weekend. So
right.
I just think we're seeing an uptick in buyers earlier in the season than we've done in the past. So
Yeah.
that's all good news.
That's good.
I think our speaker is here, Gypsy. She is actually showing under me. Is Jamie Jackson.
I know. I'm
Right.
trying to. I don't know why
There
it's
you are.
showing underneath yours. Hi guys, how are you? I'm showing underneath yours, and I don't know why, but it's going to be hard for me to. Will it let me share my screen through yours?
I will make you a co-host and then you can. There you go.
I think all the Jamie Jackson
And I'll jump in too. I'm up here in Northeast Ohio. I have 88 counties of Ohio. I cover the state, but our average up here in Northeast Ohio is about 12 to 18 days. Escalation clauses. We're not into. Well, I take that back. We did have some appraisal gap addendums recently on some investments and things like that, but hypersensitive. That's what I tell everybody. Market's so hypersensitive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily want all that multiple offer crap again, but it would just nice to see things move 30, 40 days. Let's just go,
Yeah, we have more sellers coming on. Originally, like everybody else, we had more buyers and sellers, and then now listings are dumping on the market and buyers are getting situated. So
yeah.
That's good.
Amy said, I feel like sellers are flighty, so many appointments, but no one is serious about listing yet. Yeah.
I think the hard part is sellers still have the expectation of 2022.
Yes.
And I'm not going to not blame it on the agents or blame it on the agents. I'm not really here for that part, but sellers still want to sell as though it's 22 and agents still want to price it as though it's 22 and neither one exists. So that's a hard gap to meet, right?
That is a hard gap. Well, yay, we can start now.
Yes.
All right. You take it away, Gypsy.
Hi, everybody. I don't know if I know some of you. I can't see everybody on here, so I might know some of you. I might not. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like you're an open-minded person. Let me see. Or closed mind, open mind would be the 2 differences. Okay. Okay. Everybody's open-minded. I love it. Of course, we're all at real. Duh. Audrey. Oh, hey, Audrey. I know Audrey. Hey, Canada. Okay, awesome. And then, so who feels, put a 1 in the chat if you feel like there's someplace you're stuck. If there was just a tool, a system, if you were just had more knowledge, just more on ChatGPT, if you had just $8 million more into your CRM, right? Or whatever that is, a person, if you just feel there's some sort of block there, is that you? VA. Okay, someone doing things for me.
If I had $8 million, girl, I'd be laying on a beach.
Just saying.
saying.
It's always something, right? Even wherever, no matter where you are, agent stuff to manage and organize, right? Systems efficacy, yeah. Conversion. Like, okay, so production conversion, is that what you mean? Or just overall agent and production? All right, I'm going to talk to you. Can I share my screen? Am I good? Can you guys see this?
I don't see anything yet.
Now, my slides, I apologize. They're going up and down. They're not going to side, but you'll be able to see it. Am I sharing?
No.
Jamie, do you have me sharing?
You want me to share it for you or?
Well, I can't. I'm logging in under yours somehow. I don't know why my Zoom.
Are you able, you know what, Cass? She might need to be made host instead of co-host, perhaps.
They
So that
can't
she
log
can
in.
share. She's
Sorry, guys.
trying. to share and
You
it's
would think
not.
you'd be Zoom savvy by now. It's been what, 5, 6 years?
Gypsy changed from being a Jamie to a Gypsy, so she probably needs to be.
Did I? Hi, there I
Yeah,
am.
it changed to you.
Now I'm admitting people into the room and everything. Okay, great. Okay, now
Oh, is this session being recorded by any chance?
can be.
Yes, they are recorded. Okay, I made you host. You should be able to share.
Okay.
Yep, says Gypsy Smolsky is the host now.
There I am.
Yeah.
I just let somebody in, so that's cool. Hey, Gabrielle. Okay.
Hello.
So we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about brands are born while I'm trying to find my Sherry Ruru here. So brands are born. How many people get stuck on logos and brands? Or anybody having brand issues? Professional?
I actually been thinking about moving away from my team branding and just going to my name and you getting all my signs switched over to just real branded signs. I think it'll help a lot in my market for the network side of things. But I used to be very much into my brand and it was very important to me. And now I'm like, I don't think I want to even do it anymore.
Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you guys think a brand is external. And I'm still trying to share, and I apologize. I'm on my MacBook, so it's easier usually when I'm on my phone. And you guys, I'm so sorry. I love that I'm here and I want to connect with all y'all. I want to come to these calls. And they asked me literally 2 days ago, so I apologize so, so much. But I believe in showing up, so here we go. It's not going to be perfect. It's part of my brand.
And that's a huge thing too. Like a lot of us, like we have
Authenticity is a
brands.
part of my brand.
While Gypsy's getting her stuff together, I can chat a little too. So brand can be a ton of different things. It really can. And I'm sure she's going to go into this. Like, I think when I think of brand, like, okay, let's talk about Target from the grand scheme of things. Like when Target was first initialized, right? It said Target and then it had the little Target logo, right? At what point did Target no longer like we have brand recognition with just the Target now? So when you see that Target, it's like, oh, that's Target. That's the same thing with multiple different avenues. Like when you think of things like Nike, Nike also has brand like that awareness, where it used to be the check and say Nike, and now it's just the check and it's Nike. But there's definitely a lot more to brand than like your colors, your fonts, your colors, your fonts, your logo. I think one of the biggest things is how you make people feel. Like when I say Target, how do you feel when I say Target? Like
Broke.
yes,
Broke.
broke.
Hell
I was
yeah.
overwhelmed and broke.
Overwhelmed and broke, but a good feeling. You're like, gosh, I love Target, right?
Yes.
Conversely, I can say the same thing. Like when I say Walmart, what do y'all think?
Ooh, not enough cashiers. Don't go there.
Right? So you kind of have this like icky, dirty feeling about Walmart. So brand is also like how you feel and how the brand makes you feel. So
Agreed.
hopefully now that Gypsy's got her stuff together, we will and shared, we can get going on that. But just there's more to think about with brand than just colors, fonts, and logos.
Yeah, agreed.
So I am a realtor. I'm a mindset coach. I do help my agents specifically or anybody within real if you need production or negotiation help. But by farther, I'm a mindset coach. So I help people dive into the who versus the what. So whether you're seasoned, whether you're new, whether it's real estate, whether it's not, a lot of people hit a wall and they keep hitting the wall. And the wall is the personal growth. It's not a tool. There's nothing on the other side of the wall. It becomes delusional at some point, right? So although there's many tools and many things to help us succeed, it's inside the wall. It becomes personal why we're having a capacity. We have to push our own. So I do work on mindset a lot with people so they can meet their next level professionally or personally. International relocation. I'm a part of the military division here at Real. I was part of the military division at EXP. I was at EXP for 5 years. And so I work to relocate VA for PCF deployment from different embassies. So whether it's Japan, Spain, Germany, and that kind of weaves into investments as well. And luxury and investments, that's my personal brand for the state of Ohio and for Real. I'm the commercial contact. So I help the state with the documents and the writing and the negotiations and the different levels of EPA or residential, whatever's needed there. And the commercial division itself, we're working on that. So super proud of that. That's awesome. That's if anybody within real in any state needs any help on anything, I'll do my best to either get you to the right place or answer what you need. Today's slides, identity over activity. So if you're anything like me, maybe not, I am literally doing 8 things at one time and about 10 things inside my head. So that's over 30 activities at one time, right? So my who matters, the core of who I am matters in everything I do. So I'm not looking for a time block of cold calls for myself personally. And again, all of this is subjective to who you are and your brand. A lot of it is effective, but this call right here is on how to build intentional business and intentional relationships. So you can apply to it anything that works and just have one takeaway for today, just one thing. Your network is your net worth. I believe that. I know it sounds corny. I know we see it. I know we hear it. It's a hashtag, but it is true. There is truly nothing more worthy than your network. And I'll show you why here in a little bit. One referral, over 100 phone calls. I'm the one referral person. I am not the 100 phone call person. That is just not me. Self-belief as brand and equity. So all of the answers that I heard everybody give are all external, which they're all valuable. They're amazing things and they're tools that we need. But honestly, your brand will never shift. It'll never be born until the totality of belief is within yourself. So that becomes to be applied to whatever tools you're using. So branding of signage is great. Colors are great. Staying up all night on Canva because we finally made a logo, right? All that procrastination that now feels like productivity. We have a brand now, but you don't. You don't. And so I always paint it a lot like fitness because it's an easy scale to see and not everybody likes it. There's a natural resistance to discipline. There's a natural resistance to being the who in what you're trying to culminate. And there's a natural entitlement over humans, even the best humans, just as a species, that we expect to have something that we're not willing to fully walk in. It's unless you can walk against it or be aware of it, it's something that is really hard on us. It leaves us drained. It leaves us feeling not enough, right? But it's not that. It's just the action isn't meeting whatever the goal is. So becoming the who, that's what we're going to talk about a little bit. And you guys can interject in here anytime, leave a message on the chat, whatever you want. The who outlasts the what. So goals are very temporary. Maybe you want to lose 10 pounds this year. Maybe you want to make sure that this is the last year that you're nursing your baby. Maybe this is the year that you actually want to break 6 figures in real estate. Whatever it is, they're all temporary, every single one of them. Your identity is what's very, very permanent and prominent. So coaches have coaches. I say that too. I have accountability partners. I have coaches. I call it wise counsel, 5, 6 different compartments of yourself. And it helps really narrow down in your identity and who you really are, because we are a couple different things. We're spiritual beings. We are mental and emotional beings. We are physical beings. And we are also beings of the doer and the humanity amongst one another, right? So all those things require a lot of responsibility and awareness, self-awareness. They're tools. Who you are is the monopoly. So it's nothing you can make on Canva. It's nothing that you can, all that stuff changes. I change my own all the time. It's nothing that you can really identify to externally. That's what's going to run you into that wall all the time until it becomes the who moving towards the external, if that makes sense. Trust. You build trust this way because people want, okay, what's the lead source? What can I do? What's the tool? Well, you can go to the gym. You can be a part of your church. You can be a part of a community. You can start a nonprofit. You can be a part of what your kids do. You can be a part of the local coffee shops. You can be a part of anything except expect something to come to you that you won't be a part of. And so here is the gap that people don't want to hear. I told Jamie this when she asked me to speak. I said, yeah, but a lot of people don't want to hear that we are in the way. We don't want to become the who. We want to do all the transactional things because it makes us feel like we can be done. There is no done with human growth and capacity. And if I time block myself too tight on work, one, I just boxed in my freedom, and now everything else feels like work. So, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do this in the morning because I got to do this at 8 a.m. And now I did this from 8 to 4. So now I don't really want to go out and, meet with my community friends or my church friends. Oh, now I don't want to go to the coffee shop and meet with my agents because I maxed out. Everything you maxed out between maybe 9 and 3 were all transactional things. So that should never burn you out from your connection, from your community, from your involvement. I'm the opposite. So I'm running and running and running and going, connecting and doing. And then I have a time block or an outsourced time block of things that are CRM related. I'm a referral flex agent for some of the teams out here. I'm still a solo agent. Administrative things. I work on a smaller part of my day. I would say I work on relationships a lot larger part of my day. I'm also a person that built network before I built production. So that it's a little bit backwards. I spent a lot of time at EXP traveling and speaking and doing different things and leverage to real and spend a lot of time. I mean, I'll go to conferences and not buy tickets. I'll get on a plane, I'll go have lunch and dinner with all my referral partners, sit by the pool with them, connect with them in real time, and just sit and talk to my agents about what they learned in the conference, right? So again, some of this is subjective and you'll have to meet in the middle how you already build and what some things might be effective to close those gaps for other people.
I think you're right on that because when I was in
working.
KW, I used to do that. I used to not buy the ticket. I used to go and
Yeah.
I did coffee meetups. I did a referral group that actually still runs today that actually I've gotten 2 referrals from. So I still get a lot of referrals from that. So it wasn't about going to the conference and learning. We already know what we have to do.
And I'm
If
not knocking the conference, y'all. The
no,
breakout
no,
rooms
no,
was
no. And
amazing.
if we don't know at this point, you go from camaraderie and you go for networking, right? That's a major reason why you go to these. And that's why still to this day, after being with Real now for 5 years, I've been out of Keller Williams 10 years. And I still, 2 referrals I have right now are KW. So
Yeah.
it's the relationships that you build, like you said, like our Cass says, the authenticity, the showing up, how can I help you? Being the person that someone calls when they need a referral in a different state. So that's the stuff that you have to work on building. And then it all falls into place.
And people will trust you as they see you trust yourself. And the reason why some of these things where I'm sure some people have already rolled their eyes and some people are being like, oh my God, that's just not me. And I know, oh, everybody wants it's not that. It's that if you can make a promise to yourself and everything become a side effect. So again, we're back to the gem. And again, this is only an example because it's very easy to physically see. So anytime you go straight for your goal, it's sort of like archery. So archery has anybody ever pulled a bow? Put a 1 in the chat. Now, I don't kill animals, but put a 1 in the chat if you know what a bow feels like at all. Them things are, they're tough. So you got to have a lot of core. You got to have a lot of center. You got to have a lot of practice, a lot of trajectory, a lot of arm strength, and it's burning. You got to calculate. If animals are involved, I can't even imagine, but like you got to be focused to hit your goal, right? If you take that arrow and you go straight up to, the bullseye, that has nothing to do with sustainability, trajectory, perseverance, aim, mark, right? So to have an activity where the side effects are where you flourish. So don't go to the gym for muscles. Don't cut that out right now. Do not go to the gym for muscles. Do not go to the gym to weigh yourself. Do not do that. You go to the gym to say, I said I was going to do this, and then I did it. I said that I was going to do this at this time, and it was raining and cold, and I did it. And I said that I was going to do this, and I didn't want to 365 times, but I did it. I did it 342 times. And so then your side effects come, the physical changes, the mental changes. You become you became the person that showed up. You'll become the person that has the side effects of what that person does later. But I always say, if you cannot become the who and you cannot show up in the action that builds that, you have no right to anticipate any of those results coming to you, right? That's money. Money is a side effect. Network is a side effect. Relations are a side effect. So if you look at every conversation you have, every deal you have, every restaurant you walk into, I'm always giving somebody a compliment. There was a girl yesterday at First Watch. I drove down to Columbus and back to connect with one of the real agents, and she had like all these earrings on and they had all these little dots. I'm like, I love the pink one. I love the bubblegum pink dot. And she's like, oh, I forgot that was on there. When you raise energy, when you increase frequency and decrease suffering that you don't even know, you're attracting energy to you, but you're becoming that person. You're not so wrapped up in everything that honestly just doesn't really matter, and everybody's mood and what happened before you got there, what happened when you're leaving and you have to be on the phone. You're just in your moment and you're very present, and you're working and understanding that you're laying 6 bricks at a time, because everything from it is going to be a side effect. It doesn't create malice to say, oh, I go to church every Sunday because I'm going to get clients here. No, that's not it at all. It's that for me, that it's just a community. Some of my agents are there, right? It's a place that I can tap in and be a little bit better. It's where I work on being my 1% better the next day. Some of my clients are there. My son, he has fun with his friends. So that's just a place I tap in to community at. And it's also a place I could spread my nonprofit, which also I help rescue dogs. So that goes way beyond real estate. But people trust me. This is what we're talking about. People have to trust you. And because I've been on my own personal growth journey, I trust myself more than I used to, because I've been able to see myself hold non-negotiables to myself. And that automatically creates an energy where other people are going to trust you. They don't second guess a lot of things they don't even know, because you can look at someone and see, for the most part, if they can keep promises to themselves. If presentation matters, look good, feel good, do good, right? And we could have days where shattering. You would never know. I mean, it happens, but just show up with the energy that I say you want to receive. And as you trust yourself, if there's places you don't trust yourself, if there's habits that you're working on, if there anything, I promise you, as you grow and you personally invest in yourself, your business will grow, the trust will grow, the community will grow. And if you love cold calling and you love transactions, those will grow. You'll have more to do. So that'll be fun. Trust is human. Okay, so trust is a natural human process. AI processes tasks. So if we're working, because it's easier now, let's be honest, if we're working now to build our whole identity through AI, AI is to process tasks. Okay, so AI helps me with my presentations. AI helps me with pictures. AI helps me with all kinds of little things. A birthday party invitation. My son had a Minecraft party. Okay, and there wasn't enough creepers on the invitation, and he was all about, I want 1,000,000 creepers on there. So I went on ChatGPT. It had a swimming pool, and it had about 27 creepers around the edge. He was like, yes, where am I gonna make that at, right? And so AI for the web, but humans create trust. So you yourself, again, you're gonna create that trust with people, and they're gonna want you to talk about transactions. Look, I know she shows up for her, she's going to show up for me. And even if they don't agree with all the things that you're showing up for yourself about, it's still going to create trust. It's not about agreements. People refer you, not paperwork. So people are going to, I hashtag Gypsy sells real estate, everything to death. I'm sure half y'all are already sick of it. That's what social media is for. But you know me when you see me, and hey, y'all, hey. But people will refer you, not paperwork. And this is where we're about to see that one referral over 100 phone calls. Hey, you know what? Call Audrey up in Canada. I met Audrey at Rise 2 years ago there was the Virgin Hotel. It was crazy. Got into some sort of conversation, and I've known her ever since.
Yeah, that's been great. I loved your vibe, and the vibes continued. It's awesome.
I've known her ever since. So in Canada, I literally have somebody call to be like, okay, look, this is what I'm trying to do up there. How do you want to brand? What can we do? Right? Yeah. Just meet people. Go out and meet people. It's amazing. The currency of connection. So here's where we're talking about this right here. Your network is net worth. Community over contacts. Okay, where's my phone? I didn't even know. I had to put it on airplane mode to do that. Okay, all right. I'm looking at my sphere. Okay, now I got to return this person. Just go out the door. Put it up. This isn't going anywhere. I got to respond to, we're in an algorithm and our contacts and our social media and our clients and our follow-up box. Look, just go out the door. At bare minimum, do all these things out the door. Go to a local coffee shop. I don't know, take your kids. Well, kids aren't allowed. Go to Chuck E. Cheese. There's a game card for $12. You can play unlimited every day for 100 points. Go sit there. Create the energy that's out. I like to be home too. I have a home office. I have a real office in of Ohio. It's like in the real Ohio office, and I work from home a lot. But I have to go out, and I'll be sitting somewhere, and people are like, "Oh, or were you in Shaker Heights?" Or, "Oh, do I know you from such and such?" And then I'm just talking to random people and sending my card out. Or I get people into real estate, guys. When I'm out, I'm talking to people that really know how to talk, and I'm like, oh my God, you would be amazing in real estate. Oh my God, here, take my information. I help agents get through school. Call me if you're ready. Most people are burnt out. Magnetism versus pursuit. So again, just take one thing away from this conversation, just all of it. Magnetism versus pursuit. So what you're pursuing. Put a one in the chat if you're pursuing right now, which should be every one of you, because every one of you are open-minded and every one of you want different branding, different signs, different this, different that. So it should be every one of you, I think, that are probably in pursuit of something. But it's the magnetism, the magnetism. So again, the who. Are you the person that gets up? Are you the person that goes out the door? Are you the first person to help somebody when it has nothing to do with rev share or a check or a transaction? Again, boundaries. I'm not saying that you have to overserve and self-abandon. Now here we're getting into some other things. It's balance. But yeah, magnetism versus pursuit, 110%, because whatever you're pursuing is going to change, and it should change. It's going to change. And if it's not changing, then that's a conversation we need to absolutely have. Call me anytime, because now we're into cycles and patterns. And there has to be a shift for that. I help with that as well. Standards attract who you are. And so a lot of people, it becomes external. And again, this is all myself included. These are just things that I've been able to work through and create self-awareness. And I kind of help other people with the actionable steps to take to what they're trying to do. The goal's amazing, but we have to have actionable steps. We have to have a plan, right? And so once you become the who, your standards attract. Again, if you trust yourself, other people are going to trust you. If you're not somebody that fully trusts yourself, but you're a great person, you're amazing. Like, you're honest. We run down all the ethical things that are obviously bare minimum, because we all should be, but we feel like we're great and amazing because we ethically do blah, 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 blah. But what about the things that we keep doing that might be destroying us? Maybe it's a substance. Maybe it's a habit. Maybe it's a thought. Maybe it's negative self-talk. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship with ourselves that we need to let go so that we're not so people-pleasing in other areas. It could be anything, not necessarily professional, but some professional ties can cut as well. And that's okay. That's boundaries. Energy creates opportunity. So a lot of people, because I listen to a lot of people every day, when something happens, then I will. When something happens, then I will. When I make this money, then I will. When I lose this weight, then I will. When he finally chooses me, then I will. When my kids are older, I finally will. And it's a delusional state of living, although we're all guilty of it. You're creating scarcity and stagnation. Every single time you say when and then, you are creating a vibrancy of scarcity and stagnation. Preparation is also procrastination. I know, Gypsy, but like, I really need to be ready. Just do it. Just do it. I'm here. I mean, I could have said no today. I'm not prepared and I'm not good, but look, like, you guys are ladies with real. I didn't feel like I had to come up here in perfection, or that I'm speaking in front of anything that's going to cause social anxiety. So I just rip it, right? Show you all some slides and try and pour in some greatness and hard lessons I've learned. Basically, that's all this is. What's that song? A lot of good whiskey and heartache, or something like that. There's a song. Somebody's got to know it. We're here. So self-belief equals brand identity. Not on Canva, not on logos, not on colors, not on Real Broker, although Real Broker is amazing. Self-belief is your brand identity, where you're willing to say no, where you're willing to let go of your lower frequencies, whether you're willing to step into your higher consciousness. And you can apply this to any spirituality, dogma of religion, anything you can apply this to. Just that 1% better each day, really understanding where this is okay, but it's not quite good enough. Or, you know, is this who I am anymore? Or understanding that not all versions of yourself work in every season. Yeah, but it's effective. Well, maybe not for now, because if we're frustrated, that version of you and that thinking worked in that season. It's not going to work in this season. So now we're frustrated and unproductive somewhere, right? So authenticity is going to build your community. Certainty closes deals. Do we know what we're doing? No. Are we going to do it? Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 100% we're doing it. And so it's just that certainty that's I'm going to figure it out. I'm either going to figure it out for you. I'm going to go to who knows. I'm going to figure it out for me. Certainty closes deals. And that's when you can move by action and authority. Not so much what you speak, but how you move. Non-negotiables, strong no's. Um, and your business cannot outgrow your self-image, y'all. And I just always pause there because, especially in a women's group, your business can't outgrow your self-image. So there's no amount of money, there's no amount of investment. Truly loving you is really going to shift everything in your life, whether it's your kids, your pets, your business, your buyers, your sellers, your broker, whatever the external frustration is, you can't outgrow how you truly bind and suppress and believe in your own self, right? So be your own bestie, hype yourself up. If you need somebody to hype you up, I'll send you some memes and tell you to do it no matter what. Do it broke, do it ugly, do it tired, do it when your face is broke out, do it when you're beautiful, do it with your full Botox, do it with nothing, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. Guiding truth. All right, guys, you don't build a business, you build yourself, and then you build a brand with that. And if you don't take away anything else, just keep this, screenshot it, anything like that. Servitude is so powerful. And I'm one of those people, if nobody's ever run Gap and Gain, I give a lot of my clients the Gap and Gain book. It's incredible. If you're an overachiever or a high performer, I honestly carry a level of guilt. That's one thing that I work with all the time. I carry guilt all the time, even though I'm aware not to. Anytime, even if I'm a top producer, real producers, right? Anytime I do that kind of stuff, I'm like, yeah, guys, like, I'm so proud of this accolade. I just want everybody to know it's from really high levels of servitude. Like, what? Like, why are we almost apologizing at times? And not everybody is this way, but I always feel like I need a disclaimer to say, hey, this is from high levels of service. And it also comes from some of the really ugly parts in our industry. And I work hard to kind of separate from some of that. But high levels of servitude, I'll say, and my daily mantra, just to be personal, because none of this is perfect for me. It's all progress. I wake up, whatever that looks like. Who can I serve? Where can I serve? How high can I serve? That I at least hit every day. I mean, even if I'm hot mess or I'm regulated or I'm in the gym or I have caffeine or I don't. Y'all, listen, I went to the gym the other day. Listen, I try and go in the morning because I have to. And they were out of Celsius. They had no Celsius. Okay. And I go there because it's a little bit cheaper at the gym. Then I get in there and I absorb the fact there's no Celsius. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to work out with water. I'll be fine. I had no headphones. I had no Celsius, no headphones. And I made myself do it. I stayed there for 30 minutes. And I was just in there like, doing my legs and stuff, but I noticed like I need to center. I really need to center and work and just be present wherever I'm at, no matter where. But I was having a little bit of a first world tantrum, like I want my caffeine, and I wanted to go back to my car. I would not have been proud of myself over that. So anyway, just humility, authenticity. Anytime you guys need a connection, that's all I got for you. But I'm honestly not here to like agree or disagree. I'm just here to make everybody a little bit more self-aware where I wasn't always. And this stuff matters, guys. You guys matter. You're at the core of your whole entire business. And I don't want to see anybody waste a dollar or a day thinking that it's within you. Seriously. Y'all are amazing. And I'm glad you had me here. And I'm so excited to be a part of the Women Are Real here.
Thank you. I really appreciate you jumping in for us at the last minute. That was really important to me. I love it. And what I took away from everything, and it's something that I kind of really hadn't even thought about with since I've been building my own brand, is that, like you said, it's not the color scheme, which of course that's what I was focused on. It's not the logo, which took me forever trying to figure out what to do, but it's really me because I'm the only thing that's not going to change. I'm the constant in the whole thing. So, how I show up, how I represent myself to my clients, how I represent myself to my team, as well as other colleagues, That is my brand. Yes, the colors might catch someone's eye. Yes, the logo might be, oh, that's cute. But what I actually did and do in my business, how I show up, is my brand because that's what people are going to remember and that's what people are going to refer. They're not going to refer me because, oh, I loved her colors or, oh, I loved what her logo looks like. They're going to refer Jamie because of how Jamie showed up. So I really appreciate you talking about that today and reinforcing that.
And I want to
Because
say this real quick too, guys, just because I work in a lot of mental health. I have my best friend was murdered in 2016 for murder suicide. They were both high-ranking captains, and so that took me some years to come to the place that I am now. But I'm going to say this because suicide rates in real estate are 22 out of 100,000, and a regular rate. Can everybody hear me? And a regular suicide rate outside of real estate is 12 out of 100,000. A brand is not fulfilling, guys. It's not fulfilling. You will feel you. You have to be aligned. You have to be in synergy. Your circle matters. It doesn't matter who you join under or who your closest people are. You can join so many people within Real and just create those relationships and outside of Real as well. But I just wanted to throw that statistic out there, even though it's not, happy and something that we can just celebrate, but it's very real. And I just want your brand isn't going to fulfill you no matter what you do. And so you saying that, Jamie, I just want to, because a lot of people aren't aware of that, either the mental health strain and substance. And even for me, alcohol, I say was removed from my life 600 and I don't know, I could look at my app 620 some days ago. I chose to just be a little bit physically elevated from that, from that society activity for so that suppression from my point of view. So yeah, anybody that just needs to talk or chat or just reach out or be like, hey, this has been a long journey just for me to even get up here and talk about a lot of this. So Jamie, I appreciate you saying that too. And just build from the inside out, guys. Seriously.
I think too with
go ahead.
I think social media has not helped the situation. I know with running this group, I posted something yesterday that said, make sure you're happy and real and not just on social media.
Yeah.
I posted that. And boy, that sparked I got some messages. I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, okay. And I know that people, it's been hard. I mean, everybody goes through their personal stuff. It's how you get through and where you put, who you associate with and to help you through that. But I think that people look on social media and, it's a highlight reel, right? You're not seeing the 7 deals that fell through in order to get the deal that you have under contract right now. You don't know that, the lender screwed up and this happened and that happened. So not everybody tells the entire story because does everybody want to hear the real story? Probably not. But I think that, people have to be able to recognize, and when you are going through a lot and you have issue after issue after issue, you're weak. And we all go through that point.
Well, I speak on too, and we can always do another panel on whatever you want. I speak on too, like the victim mentality. So a lot of times, if you don't have a victim mentality, people have no idea what you've been through because you don't have a victim mentality. Right. So a lot of the walls that I hit are like, oh, well, you're naturally, I mean, I have a lot of ADD, but like, oh, you're naturally this, and you're naturally, you have a lot of energy. But no, look, listen, guys, joy, enthusiasm, and excitement are side effects of gratitude. Even those are side effects. So if you don't have that core ability of the peace that exceeds all understanding, or whatever it is that you can just regulate your nervous system and keep control of that as your responsibility, no matter what experience when you're having emotion instead of identifying and becoming the emotion, right? Here's where we're getting into some different things. And I'm an education degree. I guess I should have started there. I was a teacher and an undergrad with psychology before I got into real estate. So there is some of these things that we can break down and really, really talk about. I love, and I brought it to real estate. I didn't necessarily leave it to come to real estate, but I brought it here because I wasn't even aware until I got through some of my journey and I rebranded and rebuilt myself and this is it too. Don't choke it to death. Don't choke your brand. Don't choke yourself, because I literally reinvented myself after some years and I don't build the same way that I used to. Because I found that I wasn't healthy. That was going to kill me. I was going to have a lot of money. I wasn't going to be healthy though.
You got to find out what works for you and how
right.
you want. Everybody on this call is in a different place.
Uh-huh.
Some people are brand new. Some I've been in it for 23 years.
Mhm.
I've got mother with dementia, mother-in-law with dementia. I've got so much other crap going on. And it's like, I've realized like because anything can change in a drop of a hat.
Mhm.
And a phone call like this morning rocked the entire day. So it's like, how do you deal and how do you, departmentalize this stuff
And
to
one
just
thing
work and get through it?
I really need to share this with you guys because it really like this constantly moves me. Patricia said, like make sure you're happy, not just on social media. We get a lot, and I will constantly remind you guys of this. In real estate, we decided to join this what your why is and what your success level is based on you. It is not, it is based on your ruler of what success is. If doing 5 deals and spending time with your family is what's most important, that is successful to you, please do that.
Yep.
Do not get hooked up. And we all struggle with this, getting on this, oh, look how successful they are on social media, da 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 da. But you need to remember your why, and you need to remember to measure your success on your ruler. And that is so important right now. You shouldn't measure your success. Like I shouldn't measure my success based on what Patricia's doing and like, oh, look at all the things she's doing and she's doing all this. Like, why can't I, why? But that's not who I am. And that is not what I chose to succeed on. And so I know a lot of people are struggle with that. And I want to remind people of that you need to measure your success based on.
And I tell people all the time, for me to get like, it's not even about an award or how many you do. I've been doing this a long time, 23 years, right? And it's not about an award. For me, it would be more important for somebody to have this group and have this as a legacy. I brought women together. The council's all here. We're all here for each other. To me, this is more important because listen, y'all, when we're 80 years old or dead in the ground, no one is going to say, oh, she sold a 2,000 houses. She did it. Okay. No, they're going to care about how many people you helped, the things that you did in your community, how you helped people, you helped people up when they needed a hand. That's what people are going to remember you for. Not how many freaking houses you sold.
And you guys,
I'm not saying what Patricia's talking about. Award.
What Patricia's talking about, that is brand. How people remember you, how they talk about you when you are not in the room. That is brand.
So if you live your life, when I'm doing like a conference or a panel or breakout room or something, when you live your life from the last day backwards. So think about your funeral and think about what you want your kids, not in a morbid way, or you can, I guess, but think about your funeral and live to that day backwards. Because if you live from that day backwards, you're literally being intentional about what do you want everyone to say about you? Because in order for that to happen, you're going to have to live your life up to that point. And it's the same thing as whatever you want to happen on the side effect of a business and things like that. Let's take the goal and let's work it backwards. Or if there's somebody, I say duplication and innovation, people that you aspire or that you like their character or what they have, find out who those people are and reverse engineer them. Who are they? And how did they go from one end to the other? But yeah, my God, like you have to live it from the last day backwards, and then you have full control over, I don't care. I don't want everybody to talk about my production. Actually,
like if you have people like if you're brave enough to go on social media, you really want to do it. If you're brave enough to say, what are the things that when you think of me, what do you think of? And I did that. And it was funny because of course, real estate, but it was shoes, my cats, football.
I want to know.
Everybody knows I love football. So I'm a huge Bills fan. So, I mean, traveling, my best friend, people knew. And to me, it was more of that. I mean, it was real estate. Yes. But that wasn't the time. And that made me feel good because I thought, okay, that's my brand. This makes me look like I'm around it. But listen, this doesn't mean just because, I mean, if you are a high successful producing agent, a lot of us on here are, that it's not saying that that's bad, but we want you to understand there's more to that. Go to your kid's baseball game, go to your niece's baseball game, go garden, go play pickleball, go pet your cat. I don't care. So just make it not one rounded because you don't want, like you said, I think that's a great way. Look at it.
Go walk around TJ Maxx and get a coffee and don't feel bad. Just
exactly. Don't feel guilty. Take a day off.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Terry? What you got for us?
I was thinking 2 things. One, I was thinking, and we talked about this yesterday in some class I was in, I don't know, but a lot of times what we're seeing, not only on social, but even on these groups, these people who are doing so much and they have, so many TCs and they have so many VAs and they have so many of this and so many of that. And it's like, but that's not where they started.
Right.
And that might not be
Far
something
from
that
it.
you ever want. And I'm one of those
There you
people
go.
that never, ever, ever wants to do
Right.
70 deals in 1 year. You
Yeah.
will never see that from me
Mhm.
because I don't want it. And I'm a control freak, so I like to have total control
Mhm.
over my things and I don't dish them out to other people. I'm very much in
Just like
control.
Terry is like a pro at like mailing, like farming and stuff. Like all she's got that
What I'm
now.
working
Like
on now.
a
I know.
science,
That's
and Cass, when I met Cass on Clubhouse, it was like I knew Cass loved to garden. She's got this like, I mean, y'all, I put a box together. I had to send her a thing because I threw stuff away because I don't even know what I planted. Okay. That's so hello, I shouldn't plant. But anyway, but it's like, it's when I knew her, it wasn't over real estate, it was in a real estate group, but it was more of like, I like to get to know the people, and that's why for me going to stuff, I don't care about the classes. If I don't know how to do real estate by now, you can all pick up nuggets, of course, but I go for the people and for the networking. That's what makes my heart happy. And seeing the women's group and going to the
I like the aha
group.
moments. I love the
Yes.
aha moments, and
Yes.
they happen everywhere. They can happen in the
Yep.
pool, but in the room. They can happen at a party. They can happen absolutely anywhere. And so I love the pictures. I love all the pictures that I collect and the relationships in them. Gosh, you'll leverage them, guys. Co-sponsorship, support, just brand growth, right? I'm so glad that you guys had me here today. I appreciate it.
Somebody
and
asked
here
what
was
you
the second
said.
thing.
Oh,
The
where is it?
second
Well, Erica has her hand up too. What's up,
Yeah,
Erica?
she wants to know about what you said for it'd be cool on a t-shirt.
Yeah, no, I need to finish because Gypsy, like the way that you speak, I can't write fast enough on like the flow of how you say things is like really cool. I don't know how to explain that. Not the fastness because I'm ADHD and I can keep that up, but it's like the way that you put words together. I'm like, even like the pictures I collect and the relationships in them. Like I don't know. Like you just have this way of speaking that I'm just like fascinated by. But you said joy, enthusiasm, and something are side effects of gratitude. And I need to make myself a graphic and I'll post it in the group for you guys if you want. But that's something that I need to like put out in
This
the
is
world
actually
today.
a quote. It was a quote from one of my real producer years. They get up here, they give you like a big picture in the magazine and the whole nine. And it was actually a quote that I did for that magazine article. And it's something I use all the time. And it's joy, excitement, and enthusiasm are side effects of gratitude.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. And so a lot of the fluidity when I talk, it's things I've lived through, guys. So I'm here to share, whatever it is, whatever I do. I'm down to share how I got here. But yeah, I appreciate it because I think that is so true because I get accused of, well, not accused, I guess the static that I bring is, oh, well, you're just happy, you're excited, you just have so much energy, you're just da 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 da. There's an opposite to that. And there is a lot of push for that. And there's a lot of leadership in that. And there's a lot of choosing growth versus what I know comfort. I don't like myself. I don't like who I am. I don't like what I attract. And I don't like what I accept and settle for when I don't push the capacity to just be and speak and arrive. And again, I would not be authentic if every day I'm saying, who can I serve? Where can I serve? How high can I serve? And then I'm like, no, I can't do that. No, I don't have time. No,
And
that's not possible.
it's clearly
Yeah.
intentional. And I don't know. I really appreciate it. Even just the way you explain, I don't know. It's really cool. So anyway,
Connect with me. Yeah, I'm down to
keep
connect.
showing light, Gypsy. I love it very much.
I always say to people, like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're the one that's got to like what's looking back at them. You can't
And a
lie
lot
to
of things you
yourself.
just said mirror. I do a whole breakout room on the mirror because as women, and again, I'm just as hard on the women sometimes because if we're more accountable and we are less self-abandoning in certain places, there's certain cycles that can't continue to happen. So hold on here. So now when you're talking about mirrors, you're talking about, oh, well, my ex this and my dad that and this and that. Again, could be horrific things, not devaluing it. I have my own things, but at the same time, a lot of things are mirrors to you. They're going like this and you don't like it. You want to go around it and place the blame like this. No, it's showing you where you need to grow at. The abuse and the cycles and the patterns and everything is showing you who you're not or where you need to grow at. So as you see those people as gifts, because the boundaries are applied, they can't hurt you. It's when you stay non-negotiable with yourself. Once boundaries are applied, you can understand that they're a mirror, and then you can use it as leverage versus sitting in it and creating excuses over it, being less of yourself or being insecure over it. We pick up and go. We pick up and we go. That's it. We have to. I love this.
Who needs a boundary class?
Yeah.
Who needs boundaries?
Let me say something very powerful. My real estate coach said to me this morning. He said to me, "What did you say no to this week?"
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there with that for a minute this morning when I was on that call, and I was like, "What did I say no to this week?" I said no to working after 6 p.m. It can be as small as that or as big as, I said no to working at all today. Like, I mean, whatever it is, but think about that as a topic is what did you say no to today? I know we say yes to a lot of things as women because we're caretakers, but what did you say no today? Because when you are saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Yes.
And the opposite of that, I'd moved to a new town about a year ago, and I've been servicing my old market, which is 2.5 hours drive south, for the most part last year. And this year, my thought was, I need to say yes to more. I need to say yes to going to the yoga classes. I need to say yes to all the invitations I get from anybody that lives locally. Hopefully you can hear me over my coffee maker shutting down. But in order to grow that community that we were talking about earlier about, doing sort of like living our best life and then building our community and our clients will come to us, I'm trying to say yes to more now. So
for you, it sounds like you're saying, when I'm listening to you, it sounds like you're saying yes to you, things that fulfill you and make you happy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
You'll meet friends there. Hot yoga class is a great place. Look, I'm ready to throw up with the chick next to me that ran out of class. Like, oh my God, we're about to die. I'm like, me too. So, and everybody
exactly.
They're all perfect. And we're out by the trash can.
Exactly. Well, this was great.
Totally.
I mean, definitely, Gypsy. Thank you. We'll have to have you back for another topic.
Yeah, and I'll come back to, is this weekly?
Monthly.
Okay. Yeah.
What do we got going next week, or next month, Jamie?
Yeah.
Next month, we will be circling back to Keisha. She should be able to come next month, and we're going to talk about, once again, that from hustle to harmony. And it will be building a real estate business that does not break you.
I love that. Hustle to harmony. I love that.
Because like you said, as women, we try to carry it all, we try to do it all, and sometimes it's just not possible.
That nervous system, guys. Yeah, that nervous system.
Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, we're gonna.
That's where yoga can help.
Right.
And if anybody ever wants to start a challenge, I've done a book club before. A really good one for women is When Pleasing You Is Killing Me. That's a really good one. So any book clubs, challenges, whatever you guys want to do, let me know. I think that I can't say yes to everything, but I do feel like things that are effective and productive and raise frequency and decrease suffering are absolutely worth it. I put my name all over it. So yeah.
If you want to put something in the group about that,
I like that idea.
And we could do a Facebook group. It doesn't have to involve.
That's great too. We could put the info in there and then create a separate group. That would be.
We could go live in there once a week and just kind of touch base on our chapters or whatever.
And ladies, I want to let you all know we've got the Empower Her Conversation with Women virtual event. It's going to be March 12th. So make sure you mark your calendars. We'll start advertisement about that.
Is that online?
Yeah. We did multiple of them last year. We kind of started with online ones, and then also, we did it at the breakfast was also an Empower Her conversation. So we're continuing that partnership with leadership this year. And so our first one is going to be March 12th.
Yes. So look for more information on that. It'll be a week after our regular mastermind. So we'll, like I said, we'll start putting that out. And thank you
Okay.
everybody for coming. If anybody has
Oh.
information or anything or needs help, please reach out in the group. Gypsy, put that information. We could do a separate group, Facebook group for it, a book club or something. We don't have anything like that going on. So
Cool.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to do that. And then make sure everybody adds me on social media or get with me in real time, or my phone number, whatever you guys need. And I'll see you guys soon.
If you guys aren't part of the Facebook group for the Women of Real or the Work Vivo group for the Women of Real, please join. If you have girlfriends that are with Real Broker, please invite them as well. We are scaling, and the replay of this will be in there along with documents from Gypsy and all of our other masterminds.
Oh, and
we
just a
also
quick,
have the
Awesome.
Instagram
let everyone,
page.
oh, and just to
too.
let everyone know too, for our Women of Real Moms, the next workshop will be February 26th, and we're going to be discussing building a referral business.
And
So
that went
that will
really
be
good.
coming
She had
up
over
as
20
well.
some people. So it went really well. So if you're a mom, jump on.
Yeah.
I homeschool my youngest one too. So if anybody needs any suggestions or anything like that, we do the state program. I mean, I don't like make up the stuff anymore. I used to write curriculum in my old life, but yeah, I homeschool and dedicate a lot of time to my kids. So yeah, let me know if anybody's facing balance issues with that.
I homeschooled too. That was,
Oh, do
I
you?
loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Let me know. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
We
That
ladies.
might
might be
be
a
get with
topic.
Stephanie about that.
Yeah, we
Be
could
a
get
good
a group.
topic.
Yeah, we get a group with
Yeah.
that. Stephanie
get
and
with
I are here
Stephanie
in
on
Howard,
that.
in Ohio, Galau. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, for everyone coming. We'll see you next month. If you need anything, please let us know in the group.
Bye, guys.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, everybody.
Bye.
Great to see you
Later,
all.
gators.
Bye.